I can't believe it is this hard traveling to China.
Can't find a hotel because I'm a foreigner.
So freaking cold out here in China. Oh my god, I'm wearing 2 shirts and 2 pants. Can't get a winter coat here.
Here is so goddamn hard.
By now, I've learned that just because the view on your flight day seems so beautiful with rainbows and sunset, it does not represent a good omen for what's about to come. But I have to mention this, China Airlines is a pretty amazing deal. For the same price as budget airline, we were sitting on this nice comfortable fabric chair, clean cushion, fresh blanket. We are also given a free meal. You know, your usual bread and butter, we have a main course, a fruit to go, and even a dessert. Chinese tea, they come right after your meal.
So nice to have warm water. I didn't know that China is going to be so cold. So yeah, cheers to this. I just arrived in Chengdu of China. When you're willing to speak with the native Chinese from China, they actually warm up to you pretty fast and they are really friendly and they will talk to you non-stop. Beside me was a retired guy. His wife had to stop him from talking to me because he's talking too much. And I realized that while on the plane everyone was kind of wearing plain t-shirts and stuff, and once we are about to alight, oh my god, everyone just took out their winter coat. And I realized that I was the only one. I don't own any winter coat, so I didn't come here prepared. And this is going to be my first country that is pretty cold. Less than, I think right now at night it's probably less than 20 degrees. Yeah, it's already 9 PM right now. I hope that I can get a jacket. I have locals coming up to me and asking if I need to stay in a hotel, which is really weird. I mean, people are soliciting hotel accommodations in the airport. I don't know who you are and you don't have like a video or photo or a listing. Why would I go anywhere with you, right? So I don't know. This is really very weird. Yeah. In order to get a SIM card here in China, it's only found in one terminal. This is Terminal 1. So I had to go from here and head to Terminal 2 to withdraw some cash. And I have to head back here to this store. Spent more than 1 hour here in the airport trying to get my cash and trying to get my SIM card, which in other countries will only take you about 10 minutes. So things are a bit more complicated here in China, and it's 10:30 PM right now. I actually arrived in the airport around 8:45 PM. I ran around the entire Changi airport just to get cash, SIM card, and trying to find a way to get to the hotel, and it's really not easy. I'm so tired, man. I haven't had my dinner. I don't have a jacket and it's really cold outside right now.
When I finally arrived at my hotel, I was shocked to hear that they do not accept foreigners. Even though I paid for my hotel through Agoda, I now had to find a new hotel by foot. Let me remind you, it's already after midnight. I had no friends here in China. I could not access any search browser including Google or my email or any apps outside of China, which are all in Chinese. I could not use Google Translator as well.
马上过来，他主要是一个新加坡的朋友，没有资质。
Can't find a hotel because I'm a foreigner.
他订那汉庭，但是不能接待外国朋友。
It's 1 AM right now, so the hotel that I booked on Agoda and I paid for 1 week told me that they can't accept foreigners, and the weather's really cold right now. I don't have a winter coat, and a lot of hotels don't take in foreigners, which we didn't know about before we came to China. So I'm really thinking about just getting a ticket to fly out of China right now, because I mean I can't even find a place to stay, and the weather is really very cold. I arrived at the airport around 9 PM and driving around the whole city, I finally found myself a hotel that accepts foreigners to stay, and it has to look this beautiful by the government standards. Oh my goodness, I finally at 1:30 AM I haven't eaten my dinner and I need to book a flight to fly out of China because it's way more expensive than I thought, and it's definitely very cold. So this is how it looks like, pretty nice. I don't think that I will stay in China. First of all, it's because of the temperature is way too cold. Today was 9 degrees, and the locals said that this is actually pretty warm. In the coming days, it's gonna be like 0, 1, 3 degrees, and it's far too cold for me. And for you to actually come to China, aside from a lot of other problems, you have to be able to stay in very expensive hotel, which is 80 Singapore dollars and above. There's no such thing as cheap hotel, and even the one that I've paid for, I almost feel like I was being scammed. You know, I already paid for it, yet I can't stay. And when I wake up tomorrow, I'm gonna tell you more about what's happening. Right now I'm just so tired, man. Oh my god. I had about 3 hours of sleep, and I need to get breakfast right now, and I need to think about whether I will be flying to Taiwan or Hong Kong today. And because it's last minute, the price is going to be high, and I can't use the Google search engine to find my flight, which is what I usually do, and it's very efficient. Now I have to use a Chinese app, and I can't really read all kind of Chinese, so a lot of problems to solve today, and I only had 3 hours of sleep, and this trip here to China cost me so much. And one night of hotel here is around 90 Singapore dollars. The minimum is around 100 Singapore dollars and above to find a legalized hotel, which you don't even know how to, you know, it's impossible to know if it's legal. I'll explain them later on. Let me have some meal. Double t-shirt right now. Even though I'm inside the building, it's actually pretty cold. It feels like this really feels like around 16 to 18 degrees inside the building. Wow, it's so cold here in China. As you can see, everyone here is actually Chinese from China. You don't see any Westerner here. I don't see any Korean or Japanese here. It's most of the market here is actually just Chinese people. A lot of very healthy options you see here. There isn't meat, there isn't Western food, no fried food, which is a really nice thing to see. This is a beancurd, bun with meat, and this is a bun with vegetables. So glad that there is a lot of vegetarian choice, and I realized that in China you only have chopstick and spoon. There isn't like a metal fork or knife, so you've got to learn how to use chopstick and spoon. That is all you have to eat your meals. I've checked with a Chinese lady beside me. Some parts of China, in some hotel you do have fork. Unfortunately, this hotel doesn't have a fork and knife. So yeah, you just have to be prepared to use chopstick in some places. And I really like how the government looks after the people. I'm really surprised that there's so many healthy food here. Very little oil being used and a lot of vegetables. Just wow, really tasty. Like, you know, if you go to Western country, you might be eating a lot of unhealthy stuff, but here in China, that's not really the case, you know, even though they do eat pork and stuff. So freaking cold out here in China, oh my god. I'm wearing 2 shirts and I'm wearing 2 pants. It's so cold, and I can't get a winter coat here. I have to go to some mall in the... Oh man, oh my god. You need to prepare yourself before you come to China. It's so cold here. Whew. I got approached at the airport before I got my luggage, and you know, there are a lot of Chinese people who are trying to push travelers to actually go to their hotels at the airport, and I decided to take one of them since I have a flight in about around 8 hours, you know, maybe just get some 6 hours sleeps. So the photo looks kind of nice, but when I arrived, this is how it looks like. And this cost me about 150 renminbi, which is almost about, I would say about 30 Singapore dollars, roughly around there. It's definitely not as nice as what I see on the photos. I guess, so this is what the Chinese government doesn't want the tourists or travelers to experience and see. That's why they didn't allow tourists to stay in some of the 1-star or 1 to 3-star hotel. This is kind of like 1 to 2-star. Yeah. So yeah, this is why, definitely not a good impression. It's icy cold, and luckily I have my own big slippers. They don't even provide one, and they didn't actually provide the water until I asked. And this is how dirty the kettle is. Look at that. You can see those stuff. This is so disgusting. I can see things floating on top. You see that? The layer of oil. Oh god, this is so disgusting. Now I understand why the Chinese government didn't want travelers and tourists to stay in low-class hotel. I get it now, because the impression here is really pretty bad. I mean, if you're coming to China for a nice vacation, over the 15 days, you want to stay in a nice place. Yesterday, I was staying in like a 4-star hotel, and the price is 3 times more, which is about it's about 60 Singapore dollars more. But the bed was amazing, everything was nice, lots of water, nice hot water, and there's also a heater, but there isn't a heater here. I don't know what is this. There isn't even, I don't even have a remote control for this. This place is just, it's just disgusting. There's no remote control for the TV as well. This is like, when I enter the hotel, people are like smoking and things like that. This is like a motel. So I agree with the government that these kind of hotels should be banned from allowing us to stay. Yeah. So yeah, this is why, man, it's really a bad impression. And the mattress here is so goddamn hard. Oh my goodness, this is like sleeping on a rock. Jesus Christ, why am I even spending 30 Singapore dollars? This is terrible, man, this place. God. 1 AM, and because this is a low-class hotel or motel, the guys are like talking so loudly. I only have about 3 to 4 hours to sleep. They're talking so loudly that I can't sleep. The bed is hard. It's very cold here. There isn't a heater. There isn't a warmer, and the bathroom is like, the towel is bad, and oh my goodness, it's like I just want to sleep. And you're like so noisy. Why am I paying money for a place like this? This is a really bad travel experience, like, honestly. Such a freaking cold day, and everyone has to go onto the bus by foot and even go up to the plane by foot. This is insane.